Hello, 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 everyone. This is Kay Divine, and I just wanted to get on here and kind of go through a little journey. I know you guys have seen me reading cards lately, um, but I wanted to update you guys on my journey and where I've been, what I've been doing, what I've been researching, what I've been learning, what I've been going through. So, since the last time I've talked to you guys, my children have grown. My youngest is now almost 18 this year. I have two grandbabies and one on the way. Our house is jumping sometimes, and it's beautiful. So, yeah, they labeled me schizo, and so I'm gonna break it down for you guys, and sort of give you insight of who I am and where the direction of this channel is going, why I read cards and why I don't read cards as much anymore because my spiritual gifts have been heightened. Okay, so I have been diagnosed schizoaffective. Okay, schizoaffective, that is. That is Schizoaffective. Schizoaffective disorder. Now, according to them, you have delusions, hallucinations, depressed episodes, and manic periods. Now, what are delusions? Delusions are a false belief or judgment about an external reality despite incontrovertible evidence against to the contrary, not able to be denied or disputed. So when you have delusions, that means you hear, see, and feel things that other people do not. Hallucinations is when you see things that others don't perceive to be there. Depressed episode is when you are overtaken by dense energy, I will say. You get a lot of that when you have a lot of evil eye, people against you, manic periods, heightened states of energy. You can be up for hours, and it's a little side note, even with people with ADHD, we find that it's not that they can't learn, it's that they can't learn things they're not interested in, but they'll be hyper focused, excuse me. They will be hyper focused at the things that really interest them. For me, I was first diagnosed ADHD, and that means I was in school. I was hearing, but I wasn't paying attention, and I just thought it was all bullshit. So some of it, I love science though. I really love science. History's bullshit to me. Math, I don't know about math. But anyway, so back to what I was saying. Hallucinations is seeing things that are not there. Depressed episodes, yes. So like I said, you'll have depressed episodes when you have a lot of people around you that don't mean you good. As an empath, you can feel that, and we'll get into that later on in the video. It's all going to make sense in just a second. So girls been studying, because y'all not finna keep fucking with me. Now, where we at? If you connect that to a spiritual awakening or a kundalini awakening, I'm going to show you how they resonate. Now, you can have a heightened sense of energy in your body where you can start to feel other people around you. And scientifically, it's a delusion or a hallucination. Spiritually, you are transmuting the energy that you feel around you, and your body is filtering that into your internal DNA strand, and you are able to communicate with a person without them speaking. But that would be delusional. That would be a hallucination according to the medical field. Now, let's see here where we are. What's a spiritual awakening? If you don't know, when you become aware that your soul wants something more than your circumstances, something that may bring on a kundalini awakening is a trauma in your life. Something may happen spiritually. So I just want to correlate, since they think I'm crazy. They thought Einstein was crazy too, just so you know. So to correlate this with a spiritual awakening, it's like, okay, so here we have when you're going through a spiritual awakening, the first thing you need to do is surrender. Surrender to the fact that you are not in control. Surrender to the fact that there is a higher power above you. I call him Yahweh. That is my God. But you can call whatever you want. All I know is there are deities that are working through us to heighten the vibration of this earth. And you can think I'm crazy all you want to, but when facts start lining up with everything I've been telling you guys, then you're going to want to listen, okay? And usually by then I'm gone. But anyway, you want to surrender to the process. Work with the kundalini energy. When you start feeling other people's energy, breathe, work on your breathing. Take deep breaths. That is a big indicator when you start getting short of breath that you're around some maybe negative energy. Be gentle with your body. Drink lots of water. Dancing, movement is good to get your kundalini movement, getting some of that energy that's stored up inside of you. Be in nature, replenish yourself. But what it is that you are connecting to the ethers. What is the ethers? An essence of light force energy that flows through the universe and most other places. The source of chi, aura, mana. What is chi? Celestial, aura, mystical, an element, mana, known as the fifth element. Okay? So a lot of things that are happening in the 5D, you have a direct line to it, is what it is. Okay? So you are able to read people, and that is why when you're in certain situations, you be feeling the energy of the room. That's why I get ghosts. I get out of situations. I don't be about, being in too much drama and grimy stuff. That's not really my thing. That's probably why I don't get along with people. So, but when you become aware and you start balancing your chakras and things like that, you start meditating. When I first started going through my spiritual awakening, I've never showed anyone this. When I first started going through my spiritual awakening, where is it? I started scripting, and scripting is basically letting your hand do what it wants to do. I started writing in other scripts that I didn't know much about, and I'll show you some of them. I didn't know much about, and it just flowed from my hand. And there's all different types of scripts on here. And I began to speak in different languages, like when I channel sometimes. Like that's like how I channel. I started speaking in tongues when I was 9. I had a spiritual experience when I was at my church, and all the women at the church were praying over me. But later on in life, I got to studying the esoteric world and understanding that God is bigger than what they made him. Like, he's not God. Yahweh tu se verá himever anto se me varia. Yahweh tu se me hot piantra and se me varia more tu se me ve. You know, and I feel like they've made a mockery of who the divine really is, and has sort of put him and all of us in a box and labeled things that they don't understand bad or evil, or, you know what I'm saying, combative, because we choose not to stand down and we choose to stand up for the things that we believe in. There's many reporters, mandated reporters, that have been studying me who are going to lose their careers that they went in debt for because they've had an opportunity to save me from all of this stuff that's happening in the system and they chose not to. They're going to be subject to their own law. So, again, since you thought I was crazy, I was delusional, I was having hallucinations, I was really going through, where is that? I was really going through a spiritual awakening and Kundalini awakening. So, if you don't believe me, check the facts and get back to me. If there's a lawyer that's willing to take my case, holler at me. Because the United States government has been trying to make me think that I'm crazy. They've been watching me my whole life, and I have a valid case against you. So I would like you all to stand down and settle out or lose everything. Thank you so much and have a great day.